Guys, I am Mrs. Cager, and this is your English 2 fall orientation video. So I'm going to walk through some things in our course that are just kind of good need to know things. I'll introduce myself a little bit so you feel like you get to know me a little bit, and then we will jump into some stuff that will really help you get started and be successful in this course. So this is me. I am Mrs. Cager. I am actually from West Texas. I was born and raised in West Texas, spent a big chunk of my life in El Paso, but I currently live in Houston, Texas, and I'm beginning my 8th year here with K-12 Tops and my 13th year of teaching overall. So I've officially passed the halfway mark of like I've been teaching online school longer than I taught brick and mortar school, which is kind of cool. I started teaching for K-12 with TXVA, who was our kind of our sister school. I taught for them for 4 years, and then now I'm starting my 4th year with TOPS, and I love being with TOPS. I'm excited to be back. I am married. Also, my husband is a teacher, so there's a lot of school teacher talk in my house. We've been married for 14 years. We've had 4 children, 1 girl and 3 boys. They are 9, 6, and 3 at the moment, but everybody's about to move up in age. So I'm about to have a 10, 7, and 4-year-old, and they keep me very, very busy. This slide is kind of hard to tell, but the background of this slide is all just a bunch of hearts that are all kind of blurred together. And hearts are kind of a big deal. They are a little bit of my life story are that 2 of my children have actually received a heart transplant. So the first one was my daughter when she was 4 years old. She had a heart transplant and unfortunately only lived about a year and a half after her transplant, and she died 7 years ago. She was 6 years old. And that's actually when I started online teaching. Her needs were very demanding, and it was just not very doable for me to be in the classroom and be away from my home all day, every day. So that's when I started online school. Never in a million years did I think that I would then have another child go through the same situation. So my middle son, 3 years ago, had a heart transplant as well here in Houston. So we are a heart family. Here's some pictures of my little people. This is my daughter Kamara. This is my son Caden. This is Christian, and this is Cohen. We are all K's in my family, so somebody's always getting yelled at, sometimes with the wrong name. So here's just a few more pictures about me, our family. Like I said, the hearts are a big deal. Organ donation's a big deal for us because it's literally saved 2 of our kiddos. So just a little bit about me. There's my husband, the teacher, and myself, and my middle son right after he got his heart. Super cool. Okay, let's jump into some course stuff. Now, I think, let me see if I can move myself up. The best way to contact me is always through email. Email comes through on my computer. It also comes through on my phone, so I get it in a lot of places, and I can usually respond pretty quickly to emails. I answer them throughout the day. However, if you send it after 5 or close to the end of the day, I may not answer you until the next day. You can also get a hold of me by phone. My preferred contact by phone is actually text message because I can respond to you even if I'm like in a meeting or in a tutoring session or something like that. It's pretty easy for me to respond via text even if I can't actually answer the phone. So email or text message, always great. I won't answer you after 5 because my ringer goes off at 5. But I will get back to you the next day. So here at the bottom is my contact information. My email is kcager@texasonlineprep.org. And then you can call or text 774-325-4979. So English 2 is a survey course that looks at the development of various literary forms of literature and literary elements. We read short stories, poems, novels. We read fiction and nonfiction, and we also work on our writing skills. So we will be doing a lot of writing in this class. Your unit tests will require writing. We've got essays, persuasive writing, research paper, all sorts of things going on. So we'll be working a lot on reading, a lot on writing. If you don't have a textbook, this is always a big question for people. They say, oh, I didn't get a book, or I can't find my book. Our textbook is actually housed within our course as well. So there's a digital textbook in your course. So how you find that is by going to the Content tab and then clicking on Course Materials. And then you'll see a little drop down and you'll see a link that says K-12 Summit Curriculum English 910. Explorations in Literature. If you click on that, that is the digital copy of our textbook. So you can find the readings in there with the exception of our novels. So your novel Night will not be in there, but I'll be posting a full PDF of that as well in our course. But for most of our readings, you'll be able to find them in that digital textbook. A couple of things that you might want to have on your computer. You want to have Microsoft Office if you don't already. There is an announcement in our course with instructions for how to download that for free. I also would recommend that you have a Dropbox or OneNote, OneDrive, Google Drive, somewhere, some kind of cloud storage where you can save things outside of just saving them on your computer, because we all know computers can crash and burn sometimes and we lose everything that is on them. So I recommend having some sort of cloud storage to back everything up. One way to help you stay organized is to have an English folder on your desktop. I organize my desktop that way where I have folders for everything. I would recommend doing something similar for you. Maybe have a different folder for every class. So as you're working on assignments, you can put it in the correct folder. You can put notes in that folder, download PowerPoints, whatever it is that you need, and then just keep them organized by class. A few things that are on your school computer. If you got a K-12 issued laptop, you have sticky notes. These are like Post-its, but they're on your computer. Literally, they look like little Post-its that you can type a note on and it sticks to your screen, your screensaver. So sticky notes are helpful. Snippet helps you copy things, like screenshot things that you want to save. And you also have a recorder for when you need to make recordings for oral assignments. Okay, what should you do each day to be successful? When you log into the OLS, you will come to the K-12 landing page. Read your email. That's a great way to start your day. Go to your email, see what's new. Have your teachers contacted you? Is there something important going on that you need to know about? Check your email. Read, not just check. Read your email every day. You also want to look at your Class Connect schedules for the day so that you can make sure you're not missing anything. Then my favorite thing in our course is the plan. The plan tab will really help you stay on track with what you're supposed to be doing every day. For English, and I believe for all of your courses, your lessons are linked on your plan every day, as well as your assignments. You'll want to look at school news items and then check any other news items that might have been posted in your English class or in any other class. If you get into the habit of checking these things throughout the day, it will really make your life as a student much easier. It'll help you stay organized, help you stay on track, and keep you from getting behind. Our English Class Connect sessions will be held on Tuesday, They will begin at 8:45 in the morning and run for 45 minutes. So we will go from 8:45 to 9:30 on Tuesday mornings, and this begins the first full week of school, which is the week of August 23rd. So our first Class Connect session will be on Tuesday, August 24th at 8:45 a.m. We will have some small group opportunities, and those are going to be by invitation. It won't be for everybody, and it will change maybe even week to week. But those small groups are, there's one Tuesday, I think around lunchtime, and then there's an afternoon one on Wednesdays. So those will be posted the week before, so you'll know by Friday if you're invited to a small group the next week. So that will help you plan your week a little bit better. This is always something that's fun. Texas is a huge state, so it's always just kind of fun to look at where we all are coming from. So I told you guys I currently live in Houston, but I'm actually from El Paso, so all the way on the other side of the state. I know there's a lot of people all over the state, so I think it's just fun. When we're in our live CC time on Tuesday, we'll do this where we can point our pointers up and see where everybody is. So a couple of tips I have to rock this course. Trust me, I know, I'm the teacher. So here are some tips to help you rock this course to do well. First of all, zeros. See, zeros have a sad face. Zeros are no fun. The best way to be successful in this class is to make sure that you stay up to date with your assignments. That means you don't want to get zeros, okay? If you happen to miss an assignment or maybe you don't have it put in on time, I will put zeros in the grade book. Um, I think the day may have changed. It may be Thursdays now. I'll communicate that. It used to be Mondays, all zeros went in for the week before. I think it might be Thursdays, whatever day it is. Zeros for the week before will go in on that day. And so a lot of times people freak out because their grade will like drop really far after I put in zeros. That does not mean that that grade has to stay a zero. You can always go back and complete the assignment. You still have time to go back and do it and get it turned in, so you want to do it as quickly as possible. What we don't want to happen is have a whole bunch of zeros pile up, because then you're having to go back and finish all of those assignments plus your current assignments. Follow the plan. I said earlier that the plan is like my favorite piece in our course. I think it's very helpful. Things can get overwhelming very quickly, especially if you get behind. Even not logging in for a day or two can make it seem like you'll never catch up. So I like the plan. I think it's very helpful. You have a little tab across the top of your course, and there's a plan tab. If you click on that, it will open up your calendar, and you'll see, like, this is just for our English class. Every day there is an assignment or a lesson that needs to be completed, and you can just click directly on the box in the plan, and it will take you to that lesson. You don't have to try to look at it here and then go find it in the content. These are actual links to the lessons for that day. So it's very helpful if you'll just get in the habit of using it. USA Test Prep is another tool that we'll be using very frequently throughout the semester. You will go to this website. I will post this for you in an announcement as well. Those of you that are returning students, you've used USA Test Prep before. Those of you that are new, we'll go through a how to do this when we get into the semester a little bit more, but you will be using USA Test Prep. You'll go to the link, you'll enter the account ID, which is TOPS 96. You will enter your username, which is your student ID number, and then you'll enter your password, which is your first name, followed by the last 3 digits of your student ID number. These will go out. I'll send these out probably the first week of school, these instructions. And then if you're having any trouble getting logged in, you can always email me and I can email your information right back to you. So more to come on this, but definitely something we'll be using. Again, best ways to contact me, email, phone, or text. That information's here. It's also posted in the teacher contact information in your course. Office hours are working a little bit differently this year. I'll have open office hours on Monday and Wednesday mornings from 8:30 to 9:15. There's an office hours module in our course where you can find the link to my digital office. Mondays and Wednesdays are just open for anyone that would like to come in between 8:30 and 9:15. There are other times available Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and those times are by appointment only. There's also a link in the office hours module to sign up for those appointment times. And the difference is the open office hours, there may be several students in there at a time. The appointment office hours are just one-on-ones. So if it's something that you feel like you really just need individual attention on, you'll want to sign up for one of the appointments because that guarantees you a one-on-one time during those office hours. Okay, now I just want you to spend some time, if you've got a couple of minutes, just going through the course, clicking on things, kind of exploring, looking for just kind of how everything works. See if you can find teacher contact info, find the office hours module, just kind of navigate your way through that. If you have any questions, always reach out to me. We'll do a little bit of a scavenger hunt during our first day of class to kind of get a little bit more familiar with our course. But otherwise, that's really all I've got for you in orientation. I will see you guys on Tuesday, the 24th at 8:45 in the morning, and I am looking forward to meeting you and having a great semester. You guys have a great day.